So after that tough loss to Chelsea, Barcelona has just come roaring back with a vengeance. Today, we're going to break down this incredible run they're on and look ahead to their next big test in the Copa del Rey. All right, let's get right into it. 5. Just look at that number. 5 straight wins. I mean, you can just feel the confidence pumping through this team again. It feels like they've found their groove, their big guns are firing on all cylinders, and honestly, they are looking unstoppable right now. So this winning streak is fantastic. It's brought this whole new vibe to the team. But hey, the schedule isn't letting up one bit. There's another huge test waiting just around the corner, the Copa del Rey. And here it is, the next big test, a massive Copa del Rey showdown against CD Guadalajara. You know, this is exactly where a team's hot streak gets put to the ultimate test. It's a knockout game, so the real question is, can they keep this fire going when the pressure is on? You know, a cup tournament, it's a whole different animal. It's not just about which team looks better on paper. It's really a test of your whole squad, your depth, your strategy, and just how smart your manager can be. And this is where it gets really interesting, right? It all comes down to one key strategy, player rotation. Think about it. The coach has this fascinating tactical puzzle on his hands. How do you give your superstars a rest so they don't get injured or burned out later? But if you change things up too much, you could totally kill the momentum you've built. It's a super high-stakes balancing act. All right, so how do you solve this puzzle? Well, let's pull back the curtain and look at the lineup that's been put together. It's this really cool blend of world-class veterans and some seriously exciting rising stars. Okay, let's start at the back. In goal, we're likely to see Szczesny. With John Garcia getting a well-earned break and some stuff still up in the air with Ter Stegen, it makes perfect sense for the veteran Polish keeper to step in. He's a reliable, experienced pair of hands. Man, at right back, you've got an absolute force of nature in Jules Koundé. There's a reason he's not being rested. He's one of the best in the world at what he does. His speed, his power when he's one-on-one with an attacker, he's just a defensive wall. Now this is really exciting. At center back, we've got the 18-year-old Pau Cubarsí. Seriously, you watch this kid play and it's like you're watching a 10-year veteran. The way he reads the game, his composure, it's just elegance. He's a special talent. And right next to him, another guy who's come up through the ranks, Gerard Martín. He's 23, and he has absolutely grabbed his opportunity this season. He's fast, he loves to push forward, and he's totally earned his place in this team. And over on the left, we're talking pure electricity, Alejandro Balde. This guy is one of the most explosive players on the planet. And that phrase, devilish speed, trust me, that is not an exaggeration. He can just tear a game wide open with one run. Okay, let's move up into the engine room, the midfield. We've got Eric Garcia taking on a deeper role here. He's so technically gifted and his vision is just top-notch. He's the guy who's going to control the pace of the game, that pivot who sprays passes around to kickstart the attacks. And next to him, another 18-year-old phenom, Marc Bernal. And check this out, people are comparing him to the one and only Sergio Busquets. I mean, wow. When you hear that kind of comparison, it tells you everything you need to know about his tactical smarts and his cool head on the ball. And then, rounding out that midfield, you've got the maestro, Pedri. He really is the brain of this whole operation. His vision, his control, his return from injury is, without a doubt, a huge reason for this 5-game win streak. He just makes everyone around him better. All right, up top on the right wing, buckle up because Fermín López is just a whirlwind of energy. The guy never stops running, he puts defenders under constant pressure, and on top of all that, he's got an absolute rocket of a shot. Then, on the other side, you've got Rafinha, and wow, is he on fire right now. The 29-year-old is playing some of the best football of his career. He's got that perfect mix of power, tricky dribbling, and he can deliver that killer final pass that just unlocks a defense. And leading the charge right down the middle is gonna be Ferran Torres. With a legend like Lewandowski probably getting a rest, all eyes are gonna be on him. He's the guy they'll look to for goals, the focal point of the attack. The pressure's on, for sure. All right, so we've seen the pieces of the puzzle, now let's see how they all fit together on the field. And here you have it, Barca's expected 4-3-3. You can really see that blend we were talking about, right? You've got the solid experience of Koundé and Rafinha, the creative genius of Pedri, and then that incredible, exciting youth of Cubarsí, Bernal, and Balde. This, right here, is the answer to that big rotation question. And of course, you gotta know what you're up against. Guadalajara is probably gonna line up in a similar 4-3-3. They'll likely try to match Barca's shape, create a real dogfight in the middle field, and hope to hit them on a quick counterattack. So, that's the setup. A lineup that is absolutely loaded with talent, but one that also has some big changes and is putting a lot of faith in its younger players. So the big question is, can this mix of talent, this rotated squad, keep that incredible winning streak alive and make it 6 in a row? Well, we're gonna have to wait and find out.